So first time I was making my own money was probably when I was maybe 10 years old. I built a business with my brother, actually, you know, my brother. If you're watching this, high five, man. So he's 2 years younger, and we figured, okay, you know, people like fresh vegetables and fruits, so we'd walk around different, how do you call them, those small farms you have like in the city. And we would just pick up fruits and vegetables, and we would ask older people, hey, would you mind if we pick some of your fruit? And they couldn't say no to, you know, small cute kids, so we would pick up those fruits and vegetables, and then we would sell them on the streets, of course, with a huge markup, and people would buy because we were nice and we were smiling, and we would make that money. So
that's cool.
Start with that, and I did some import and export later on. I would even import clothing from the US, Ralph Lauren and Lacoste. People used to go crazy about, you know, those brands back in Poland. So I would buy a T-shirt for like $5 or $10 in an outlet in the US and sell it for $70, for example.
Okay.
So I did a bunch of things. You know, I worked in a pharmacy one time. Even I was an insurance agent. I built a team of telemarketers. I did a bunch of different things. So I always tried to, even though I wasn't corporate, I always tried to, you know, get my feet wet in entrepreneurship. But you know, still, I had limiting beliefs. And when you have limiting beliefs, and when you don't truly believe in yourself, when you lack confidence, it's very hard to go above certain level. You can make a little bit of money, but you don't think big enough to create a real business, right?
Yes, that's true.
And that belief in myself only came after I went to the corporate.
Okay, so it was an important step for you as
well.
Oh
yeah, yeah. I feel super grateful. You know,
everything is worth something, right?
Exactly. You know, because many people say, oh, you know, screw corporate world. You know, Goldman Sachs is bad for you. You shouldn't even try it. But actually, I think that everything happens for a reason. Yeah. And as much as I know that I wouldn't want to go back to Goldman Sachs, I know that it was a milestone for me because it made me realize who I am. Yeah. And I'm sure you had those situations as well, right?
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, I started working in the music industry, and then I was like, it was important to actually know what you don't want as well. So it was an important transformational experience as well. So. Yeah.
And I saw you on the stage at Nomad Cruise. This guy, by the way, guys, check out this guy. You may not know, but this guy, we were at the Nomad Cruise. We crossed Atlantic for 2 weeks with 500 different entrepreneurs. And we had a talent show. And this guy shows up on the stage with his guitar. And the way he starts playing, he would play the guitar, and he would also use it as a drum. And everyone next to me was sitting there in those big chairs in this theater on a cruise ship. Pretty magical, right? We were sitting there like this, our jaws dropped, and we were like, well, who the hell is this guy? So that's the interesting thing you may not know about Tobias, that he's doing all of those interviews and entrepreneurial things, but at the same time, he's a great guitar player. So,
thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I think it's coconut time.
All right, man. Hey, gotta be careful.
Oh, there we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You say Prost, yeah?
Prost, yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, let's talk about, like, that was basically how you started, and now you're known, for example, to be teaching on Udemy. How did that start?